Marbury versus Madison was the first time the Supreme Court's power to decide something to be constitutional or not was brought to light. Through this case, the Supreme Court was able to get its own branch as judicial to coexist equally with the other branches of the Congress and the executive.
Going back to the election of 1800, Thomas Jefferson had defeated John Adams in the presidency. So in the last days of Adams' presidency, he decided to appoint a large number of justices of peace for the District of Columbia. All justices got approved by the Senate, but when Thomas Jefferson took office, he told James Madison to not deliver those commissions. One of those appointees, William Marbury, petitioned the Supreme Court for a writ of mandamus or legal order to get a justification as to why his appointment was not delivered by Madison.
The Chief Marshal Justice concluded that Marbury had a right to his commission and that it was the Supreme Court's responsibility to protect the right of people before the president. However, Marshall then decided he could not grant the writ of mandamus because of Section 13 of the Judiciary Act of 1789. This act only allows the Supreme Court to issue writs of mandamus to special cases affecting ministers, consuls, and ambassadors. Based on this law, Marshall ruled that allowing Marbury his writ would be unconstitutional and would go beyond the original jurisdiction.
Not only did this case establish equal power to the Supreme Court for future court cases, but it was also the first time the power of the judicial review was challenged. This case has impacted the United States by giving the Supreme Court more power in our political system. And before this case, it was not clear that the Supreme Court could say laws passed by the Congress were unconstitutional.